To throw, it's Milton. That's to the running back, Jimmy Blue. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They run for it. Here's Blue. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
7 Pirates. Here we go. Set. Press on leading. 70 Ranger. Go.
Here's Milton. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Warriors, 70.
Now Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 19 Lions.
To throw is Milton. And incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
70 Timberwolves.
Throwing is Milton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 Eagles.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They run out of the gun with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Here's a diving catch right side. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Come on.
The 13-yard
Back to throw. Milton. Try to set up a screen for Blue. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
60 Vikings, 19 White. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Milton. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Vegas. Ready to look.
They'll run right here with Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And then he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. What is up?
To throw, it's Williams. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw, Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the gun, here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Williams. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Carlos Santos on for the field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Milton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
15 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Warriors 17, 19 tight, 19 tight. 65, yeah, 65.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll look to throw again. throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Back to throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 50, trap 50. 19 Lions.
The final shot before break. Milton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, here's Williams. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Down Izaraku in there to drop him. It sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw, it's Milton. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Milton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
What is up?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass caught by Burden. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Looking to throw. Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Williams from the gun on third down. That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 32 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go. Set. Sammy Ryan.
Now Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The gain of 5. And it's second down. Now we'll give up the middle to Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
It's a gain of 20. And the first down.
To throw is Milton. He's to the 15. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
60.
Throwing is Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Milton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jaden Blue. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Williams going to look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. This one swung out to Williams. 2nd and 9.
19 target, 19 target. 19.
Looking to throw. Milton. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And space tough to come by there. So he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Milton. Here's one deep for Pickens. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on.
Here's Milton now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw. Milton. And he's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
First down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. They'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Milton. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll change things up.
Panther 11.
2nd and 5. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens,
53 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
17.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. From the gun, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw, Williams. Will try to pick it up himself. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Off the play fake. Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is caught by Lamb. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Warriors, 42 yards on the play.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Dallas.
Operating from the gun, Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
19, 5 here. Here we go. Left 19.
First down, Cowboys.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Here's Milton. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3.